So Jedi Survivor just got an update and apparently runs better now. So I'm back with the RTX 4060, seeing how this game runs today. And for the settings, we're playing at 1080p at the Epic preset. No RT, no DLSS for now. There we go. Just my luck, man. I beat this game 2 or 3 days ago, and today we get an update where the game runs better. It's a fun game. It's a fun game for sure, but I think for me Fallen Order is more fun. This game has a massive map and I was getting lost every 2 seconds, I swear. I had to use a guide one time in my entire playthrough, but still Fallen Order, no guides needed. Just walk through and the flow was perfect. Yeah, so far we're sitting at like 50 FPS in this town. This area is quite intensive on the CPU, and at release, at launch, this game was running quite poorly here. It's more evident on the ROG Ally, where the game will stutter and freeze quite heavily. On my system, on the CPU, it is quite smooth. We get a couple stutters, but overall, it is running quite well. And playing at 50 FPS to 60 FPS is fine on the controller. Keyboard and mouse might be a bit more iffy, but yeah, it's very much playable already without DLSS. Alright, I want to go ahead and move to a second area, a normal area, and see how the game runs there, because normally it will run quite a bit better. Get into the Mantis and fly away. Yeah, it's pretty funny how with all these games that have to be ported back to a wiki console, they will always find a way to make them run, and eventually that will cause the PC version to run even better. But regardless, in this map, same performance as before, quite awful, 25 FPS, hasn't been fixed. But yeah, regardless, we are on the second planet now, and let's go up top. Right here we're sitting at like 60 FPS, low 60s, and the low to mid 50s. Man, this area sucked. It is just so confusing for like the later areas. Just, I don't know who designed it, but it's awful. I think the combat is better in this game, and so is the movement. But the story and the map design and the planets are better in Fallen Order. Like the colors in this game are just brown, black, gray. And also the story. The first game was pretty close to the movies, which is just extra fun. While this game was doing its own thing. And it was honestly a pretty good story as well. But, you know, the movies are just extra special. So I had more fun with them. So yeah, on the 4060, it's a near 60 FPS experience. But at the same time, the CPU is quite important. So you might have stutters or more stutters and more FPS dips in the city area. Let's back out, guys, enable DLSS with frame gen and see how we go there. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to sub to the channel and like the video as well. Alright, DLSS, let's go with the quality preset and frame gen active. Should be enough for 1080p. And let's try it again. Alright, first things first on the map, we are doing quite well here now, sitting at 60 FPS from, 15 to 20. So already a good improvement, it feels quite smooth. But still, needing DLSS for a map is kind of crazy. Let's go back to the main area again and come back here once we're done with that. But yeah, for Star Wars Outlaws, I'm going to go ahead and wait like 2 months, wait for some updates, and then go back to it later. Because right now it is quite buggy and quite intensive. But I'm sure there'll be some improvements in the next couple of months. It's kind of sad how we're getting like one Star Wars game every like 5 years. Like back on the PS2, PS3 time, we had Star Wars games all the time. Like Force Unleashed 2. Clone Wars was really fun for me. We had the Lego games, but all of them, I don't know. It's not happening, I guess. Alright, back here again, and we're now sitting at 107 to 110. Quite good. Game feels very smooth. I lied, I spoke too soon. The game does stutter. Feels quite a bit worse actually from before. It seems to be when I pan the camera. If I walk in a straight line, quite smooth again, as you can see. Looks quite good, but I move the camera and you can see the stutters come in and it's having a harder time running it. But yeah, I think overall it does look quite nice. A bit softer than before, but playable, and FPS wise, quite nice as well, obviously. 110 FPS. And out here we're sitting at 105 to 110. Pretty good. Walk down here. Super smooth, guys. Feels very fluid. I can't dash yet. That sucks. This save is super early on into the game, like 3 hours in. Not even that, actually. Like an hour in. Yeah, nice graphics. I like them. And performance, quite acceptable for the 4060, obviously. It's pretty funny how in this game, the boss fights are super easy. And the main enemies that you fight in free roam are way more annoying. In my playthrough, I beat all the bosses in my first playthrough, or my first attempt actually, except for the last 2. With RT active as well as frame gen with DLSS, we are sitting at 80 FPS. GPU, not fully maxed out, but that's alright. Let's walk over here. Yeah, around 80 FPS here. Water does look quite blurry though, I will say. Everything else looks very sharp, or sharp enough. And the water is just very soft. Let's walk through here. Yeah, the water is looking pretty soft and blurry. Might be DLSS, to be honest. For me, RT is just not it, to be honest. Just play the game normally. It looks nice enough, looks really good. And FPS wise, does much better. So yeah, that is a shorter video on Jedi Survivor. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Next video. See you guys there.